Hello, I am Colin Lamb, aka the Tone Wizard, and welcome back to another truly informative video. Now, I haven't been making videos for a while because I run a business, and it has been my business's traditionally busiest time of the year in January to pretty much till May. And in case you did not notice, we are in the midst of a bit of global fuckery right now, which I don't want to get into at all, so I won't. But I got a new setup here, and I'm hoping this will streamline the process that I use to make videos and to reduce the amount of time I need to spend editing and allow me to make more videos, because there have been a couple of new subscribers to the channel, which I'm very thankful for. Some of you guys have probably been here for the Ween videos that I've been doing. I'm hoping to do some more of those. I got one in the works on Dean Ween, but in this video, I just want to take some time here to talk about some cheap gear that I bought in the past year. If you know my channel, if you browse any of my other videos, I have been buying a lot of sort of bargain gear or lower cost gear. I've done some reviews, and I'll link them up with the stuff that I have here as best as possible. But I've been able to find some really great stuff for, under $50 and sometimes a lot cheaper than that. That's really given me some fun stuff to play with and some stuff that's very useful in my live setup and in my recording setup. So yeah, I just want to talk about some cheap gear that I bought that I think you might like as well, because kind of like why I started this channel is because I watch tons of these videos, review videos, and I watch like producer tip videos and stuff like that. And I'm not a pro, but a lot of these guys who are running these channels, they have like $1 million setups. They have like home studios, and good for them. I'm glad that they can do that, and I'm glad they're making money doing that, but they're like way out of my level. Like my level is like a 50. My level is a $30 Klon pedal. That's who I am. And so for me to be taking recording or gear advice off of a guy sitting in a $200,000 studio, it's not really relevant to what I'm going to try to do, or to my experience, or to my, beer swaggling, attitudes and ways of being. So without further ado, I want to get into some cheap stuff that I bought. So earlier in the year, I did indeed buy this. Let's just hold it there. This is the Mosky Golden Horse. The Mosky Golden Horse is a Klon clone. It cost $30. As I said, I got it off of Amazon. If you look on Wish, you can find them for like $23 sometimes, if you don't mind, maybe getting it like, in 3 years or whatever the ridiculous shipping times are. But if you don't know what a Klon is, basically, I'm going to tell you, it's basically the most overhyped and overrated pedal in existence right now. And to that point, a lot of people have talked about it, but what I will say is I've never seen one in the wild, right? I've never seen one on somebody's board on stage. I've never played with anybody that has one, so it's kind of like a Tiger King scenario, right? Where it's it's all right to have them, but are you using them, kind of thing? Is this the way that they were intended to be used? I don't really know where I'm going with that, but Tiger King baskets, bitch. Anyways, these sound great. Mostly any of the Klons sound great. The Klon has a very distinctive sound to it. It's kind of like a squeezed distortion that has like a little bit of a ragged end to it. And this guy here for $30 that I paid is absolutely fantastic. And, the fact that I've never seen one or anybody use one live is kind of makes that the actual original Klon more of a collector's item and less of a useful pedal, in my opinion. Is that controversial? I don't know. But anyways, $30, I got this. I put this on my board. I use it every time I jam, and I'm going to use it at gigs. It's a great pedal with a little bit of reverb. It sounds absolutely fantastic. So, and it's by Mosky, by the way. So I'll put a link to a review I did on this pedal, and maybe a link to where you can purchase it if I feel like it. Okay, so we're going to stay on the overdrive / distortion kind of vibe. And the second thing that I want to show you cost me, again, this one was about $50. So this is one of the most expensive items that I'm going to show you right now. But that is the Donner Dark, let's just focus that back, the Donner Dark Mouse. So this is a Rat clone. Now rats in and of themselves aren't very expensive. You can pick up a Rat for like $80. You can probably find one used for $50, but I kind of got on a Donner kick after purchasing the Donner 2D Love, the chorus pedal, and I thought I would give this a try. And this is a fantastic pedal for the money. It actually has a switch up here which puts it into the classic mode, which is just a straight up Rat clone, or if you flick it it down, you go into the hyper mode, which I believe is the turbo rat. So for 50 bucks, this thing is great. It sounds fantastic if you're playing punk or if you're playing metal or if you're just in a really bad band and you want to use distortion to just buffer everything and just make it maybe sound a little less terrible by making it sound more terrible. This could be the pedal for you, but this is 50 bucks and it's a fantastic piece of gear. So, already, if we were building a board here for like 80 bucks, we would have a really nice overdrive pedal and a really nice kick-ass distortion pedal. So I'll stay on the pedal train here for now, and I'll show you this. This is actually my favorite thing that I'm going to, well, yeah, this would be my favorite thing that I'm going to show you. And it is this. Oh, it's got a little green screen issue there, but basically, maybe if I hold it back. Oh God, we're experimenting with the technology here, folks. It's a Donner Yellowfall analog delay pedal, and it's basically modeled. I was told that it was modeled after the MXR delay pedal, which name is escaping me right now. The Carbon Copy. It's modeled after a Carbon Copy, and I actually did a review of this one that was half decent, and I'll put a link to it. But this was 50 bucks, and it's fantastic. And again, if we were building a little board right now, we would have for like 120 bucks, we'd have a nice delay, we'd have a distortion, we'd have an overdrive, and in some bands, that is all you ever really need. So, the next thing I'm going to show you is the cheapest thing that I bought all year, aside from a couple of plectrums, but it's in this little pouch here, and I did a long video on this, which I actually think you should check out if you're interested, because I was on Wish, and I was looking at microphones, and I kept seeing Shure SM57s in the little list, the little search queue. And I was like, there's no way that is a Shure SM57. And so finally I saw one. It was like $11. The shipping was more expensive than the mic, and I ordered it, and it came in the mail. In an actual, has the official Shure crap all over it. It was $11 or $13 maybe actually, but it's a 57 clone. It weighs about half as much. Again, I don't really need to show you this because I did a full video on it. I actually did a shootout with an actual SM57, so you can check that video out. I will put a link to it. But this was $13, and you know what? If I was doing a recording project and I needed an extra mic on a drum kit or something like that, on a snare or something, I would give this a try. I would maybe even put this under a snare mic, but also when I'm going to jam, I'll just bring this guy and use it. If I lost it, I wouldn't care. Like I say in the video that I made about it, if you had like 10 of these, if you were a bar or something and you were doing live shows, if you lost a few of them, if they got broken or stolen, you wouldn't care, but they're pretty good. In a live setting, when everybody's drunk, I don't think anybody can really tell the difference. So there you go. Okay, so another piece of fantastic cheap gear that I bought. This was $50. Maybe a little more with the shipping, but it was the Mr. I can't even see myself here. Let's just make sure we get that in. The Mr. Power pedal board and pedal bag. This was $50. It's actually really good quality, and it came with everything inside you need to get pedals on it. It's a bit of a mess right now. I've kind of been making another mini board, but it comes with the, I'll hold this up here just so you can see it there. But it comes with a little pedal board and all that. And for 50 bucks, it was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So there you go. You got 5 pieces of gear. And again, if you were building a whole pedal board, for the pedal board, 50 bucks, the 2 pedals, 50, that's 150, $180 Canadian. You'd have a pedal board with 3 pedals on it, and you'd be ready to go. If you had a little, actually, I have a AC adapter that I bought in there too, that's got a little bit of a daisy chain going on. That was like 20 bucks. So that'd be like a pedal board going for under 200 bucks. It'd be fantastic. Now, look, this is a bit of a rush video. And again, I'm just kind of testing out my new setup. But if there's anything that you wanted me to extrapolate or talk about that I just showed you, check out my channel because I do have reviews of some of those products. Any comments you have about the channel or me, I'm fucking all ears. I will answer any goddamn question. And in these goddamn times, in these uncertain times, in these troubling, uncertain, goddamn times, we need to stick together. So, thank you for subscribing to my channel. I'm going to get some more videos out here. And let me tell you something.